How's it going, everybody? This is a different scene. Two Grand Nationals. They're both my brothers. He drives that one more than this one. I'll get to that in a minute. This one is more original. Well, I mean, he still got the original tires, but I'll get into that. Well, he kept the original tires, so I'll get into that. Beautiful car. These things are beautiful. Even though it's, he does this one. He doesn't really drive. He just keeps, like the dash is covered. Car sits in the garage, dash covered. Seats are perfect. He just put seat covers on there to keep them protected. Got this from like Amazonio or something like that, I think, offline. This one, I'm just doing a couple little tidies on it. This here. Gotta put some screws in there. I'm sure I got some black screws in there. I'll look at that side, see what color, what they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be black or silver. And I'm sure I got either one. I can put that back together. One of the reverse lights was out. I had written it down as soon as I seen it. We were taking it off the trailer. Driver's reverse light is out, so I'll fix that. Obviously, just change the bulb. And then maybe a little bit of tidying underneath the hood, a little cleaning or whatever, but not. Well, that's it. Really, it for this. Except, and then, well, explain what else is going to be done. He used to have these tires, and these tires and wheels on the car. And those are 255s. He had them on the front, and those over there he gave me. Those are 275s. He had them on the rear. And I told him I think, the car looks nice with the stock wheels and stuff, stock tires on it. So, of course, I was just teasing him, getting in his head, messing with him, but I do like it with the stock tire size and everything. I think the car looks so much nicer. So he put them back on. He kept them. He had them put up and everything. So he put the 255s on the rear of this one, and he's getting in the other set over there. I think those are 245. And he's got those on the front. But I think he's going to change those to a 235 or something, or he's going to get a matching set of 245s for the front of this car. Yeah. So tire swapping thing going on, And this one, like I said, he drives this one more because it's not a Grand National. This is just a Regal that he had it painted black, to look like, and blacked it out and everything to look like the Grand National. So he can have the look of the car, but it's really not this one. So he's not putting the miles on the real one. You can see it on there. You can see it's got 3-inch dumps on it. Did the springs. He did the springs and rear shocks. I'm doing the fronts. I told him I'll do the fronts because, the dangers of that spring jumping out of there. I'm a little more experienced with cars than my brother. So I told him let me do it. Let's get him over here and I'll do it all. Probably going to replace the brakes on it. The brakes are a little wore out on the front and back. They're pretty thin. This is, like I said, this is just a regular Regal. It's not a Grand National. But it's a real nice car. It's real clean and everything. It kind of looks like it is sagging right there a little bit. And we did put that in there, me and him. It's not that hard to do. You just lay it down and take it out, lay it down, glue it in. It looks like it's over there too. It looks like it's coming down. Put some adhesive down and that's it. But, you know, this one he drives. You know, he'll try to, you know, drive this one a little more. He drives this one a little bit more. Like I said, doing the springs on this one. A little thing I'm going to have to do, because you see the new ones are the same size as the old ones. I don't know if the rate's the same, so I got an idea for that. I'll just cut one of the old ones. Cut one of the old ones, because he wants to bring it. It's making it nose up. The nose is up and it is up on it a little bit. So I'll cut one of the old ones, put it back in. Yeah, it's a little bit of work. And then see what happens from there. You know, how it looks from there. If it looks good there, you know, of course, and I'll put one new, one old. So this way I know if the rate's the same or not. So if the car sits good with the new, then I just have to take out this old one and replace one old one with the other new. Or vice versa. Or then taking them both out again to do whatever it is I got to do. Worst case, if they're the same rate, I can either, like I said, cut one of the old ones or cut one of the new ones. That I'll leave up to him. And this is actually only, this has got a small block Chevy. Small block Chevy. It's 327. Car runs great. It runs really good. Probably clean up in here. Do a little bit of cleaning up in here. Tidying it up. Make it look pretty again. You know, a little bit nicer. A little bit neater. One thing I do want to show is I've seen a lot of videos on this, and I'm sure you all have too, is this one. I don't know if I can do this one because I got that bungee cord holding it in there. Well, anyway, I should be able to get it on. I can't, the damn bungee cord in the way. Well, it's on there right now, even with the bungee cord holding it in place. See how this wiggles around? And I've seen a lot of people do this. Is they take, you know, brand new pads, order old ones, whatever it is. They put brand new ones in there. They just shove them up in there like that. Put them in there. Put them on the rotor, bolt it down, and everything. Everything good. Well, you get this. You get that wiggle. Okay. I don't know. I mean, I've learned this years ago. Actually, you know, so I don't know if people do this or why people, I haven't seen people doing it, is these tabs right here. Now this one I already set this one on what you should do. Those tabs right there, you bend them down. Bend them this way. Bend them down this way a little bit. You don't go nothing crazy. You know, just take it, just smack it off the ground. I already did it, so I don't want to smack it and put any more on it. Just smack it off the ground like that. Smack it off the ground like that. You know, a couple little taps. Nothing crazy. Just keep doing that, and look, once you do that, you just squeeze it, and it snaps into place. Look, no wiggling, nothing. Okay, because when you don't do that, car's going down the road. Yeah, your rotor's holding them on and all that, but it's wiggling around, which, you know, you can get the chatter in there, or, you know, is it going to affect your stopping power? Maybe, maybe not. But, you know, you're gonna get that little bit of noise, because, you know, once you release the brake, your piston decompresses a little bit so the car can go, and then that is just sitting in there flopping around as you're traveling down the road. This can move around like this. Okay, so if you bend those tabs, clamp it, push it up in there, lock it in. There you go. One problem solved. That's just a little something. I've noticed a lot of videos where they don't show that, or they don't do it at all. But that's something to show you there, something to teach you about, something to learn you. If you don't know, if you didn't know, you can do that. That's how I've always done them. That's how I was told to do them years ago, many years ago. When I was a young buck. So that's one thing. Now, the other reason why the car is here, or both cars are here, is he's got this rear end we did. This is not the original rear end. This got a 373 gear in it. This one here. It's got a 373 gear, and it is a disc brake. We did a disc brake on it. The S10 disc brake conversion, or whatever you want to call it. I did it on there. He wants to put the stock rear end back in. He wants to bring the car back, back to stock, which I'm all down for. The look looks right and everything. So we're gonna take this rear end, this whole rear end, put it in this car, and I think we're putting this rear end. Now this is an open rear end. We're going to put this rear end in the real GN, so that this way his original rear end is just sitting, not being, he doesn't drive the car anyways, but whatever, it's his call. So you can have the original rear end off to the side, so it's not, getting abused or whatever, getting mileage on it, I guess. I don't know. Not that he drives it. So either way, I think we're just putting this rear end in the GN, so we could put the disc one in this car. Which, okay, so be it. I mean, it should all come apart pretty easy, not too bad. I mean, I hope. So that's the plan with that. Swapping the rear ends, basically. Because like I said, it's got this one here is a 373 gear. This is an open rear end. And like I said, he drives this one more, a little more hot dogging around. He could do it with this one and have a better gear. It's like I said, 327. It's a good motor, strong motor. It's got a 350, I believe, in it. I'm pretty sure it's a 350 trans. Other than that, let's see what else. Besides some tidying up on this one here, I noticed when we were taking off the trailer too, these lights were dim. So most likely you got a bad ground. I'll have to fix the ground on that for them. I'll take them out and look at them, fix the ground. What else was there? Doing the springs and shocks. Well, he did the shocks in the front too, but I just took them back out. Do the springs, the rear ends on both cars. Maybe some tidying up on engine compartment, clean it up a little bit. Not that it really needs much to see if I have any broken clamps or anything like that. I might have the stuff that I need to put everything back. There was, see, what else? I guess that's really everything. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. The whole tire thing, and all that. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much all I can remember right now. So anyways, like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, guys, if you want to see something about the cars, or something you would like to see or know about on these cars, or some of my previous cars, or some of my previous videos where I've done cam swaps, wiring, stuff like that. And that actually reminds me, on that red Cutlass, the 70, that car, I ended up doing some wiring in the dash for him, getting some lights working inside his dash and all that, and a whole another thing. But then he picked that car up. It's gone. Now I'm on these. So if there's something you want to know about, or something I can help you with, please leave a comment, and I'll try to respond. And I'm being honest, guys, I'm really not that great at it. I'll try my best. So other than that, guys, thanks for watching the videos. These all take care.